Now what you see behind me here is a meadow. At Weldon Park Infant School we scraped off an existing mound to reveal the underlying bedrock and soil. Now what we did there, seeing that the soil was very non-fertile, we actually seeded a general purpose mix. This will consist of typical wildflowers and native UK grasses, which are actually becoming rarer and rarer now in the UK. Now meadows are fantastic habitat, and going back many years when we used to do a lot of grazing over the UK, we actually needed to let large areas of the countryside become hay meadows, so that we could feed cattle and our grazing animals during the winter months. So meadow was a very, very common landscape feature. Today, with a lot of the industrial feeds, we have animal feeds, meadows haven't really been used that much anymore. A lot of inner city areas, we have this sort of notion in the UK that for a landscape to be tidy and clean, you know, we need a mowed lawn. Now, mown grass and lawnmowers are some of the most unproductive, unecological and polluting landscapes. Mowers, especially the big industrial petrol mowers, are some of the most polluting of all machinery, more so than cars even. So, you know, with oil slowly dwindling and, you know, energy at an all-time high, you know, it makes sense to create more meadows, to let grassy areas grow, and for some of these wildflowers to come back. Now, with meadows, a very lush canopy of vegetation, it's very, very good for insects and birds, and hence all higher elements of the food chain, because they have that very dense canopy of vegetation, and there's a lot of nectar feeding insects will only feed on specific wildflowers which grow in meadows. So the meadow that we've sown here at Weldon Infant School, it's probably going to take a little time to establish, but when it does, it's going to be a carpet of colour, a height of insects. We've set logs into the meadow also, so that there's nesting opportunities for insects and birds, and so generally you'd cut a meadow like this about once a year, really, or twice a year. But, you know, an idealistic landscape is meadows, and I think that there's more room for meadows in the urban environment.